Hi, welcome again to the Old Principle. This is an English instructional program, and this is lesson number 88. Appreciation. Appreciation. So if you appreciate something, what do? 欣赏. Okay? With that, no, this is not me. This is not a picture of me. But I did, for a brief amount of time, played something like the violin, 中提琴. Maybe if we have time, we talk about that. But there's a lot of interesting things to talk about in this lesson, so we better get Mrs. Ash here and get ready to go. On your mark, get set, go. This is number 88, appreciation.
On a recent date with my wife, we attended an outdoor recital for young Suzuki violin students. We sat under the shade of a red and white striped tent and were delighted as one after another played their instruments and then bowed as the audience erupted into applause. After the concert, one of the instructors spoke briefly on how children as young as 2, 3, and 4 years old are taught to play violin. Age is not the determining factor, he explained. Motivation is what people need to drive them to learn and improve their performance. The first thing the children learn, he continued, is how to stand properly. It would be very difficult to play a violin in a slouched stance. And the second thing the children learn, even before they pick up the violin, is how to take a bow. If the children just play the violin and stop, people may forget to show their appreciation, the instructor went on. But when the children bow, the audience invariably applauds. And applause is the best motivator we have found to make children feel good about playing their instrument in public. And it drives them to want to do it well. Adults love applause too, whether it's clapping for a good performance on stage or a kind remark or thank you from a friend. Being affirmed makes us feel accepted. This same principle works wonders when we bring it into the home. If you want to rekindle the flame of love in a stale marriage, or keep love glowing through the years, try showing and expressing your appreciation for your mate. Insert a little I love you into the day's routine. A pat on the shoulder will go a long ways in bringing joy to a child's life. Practicing applause in your marriage as well, and you can watch love grow.
Thank you. Man, we could be philosophical on this.
Yes.
And spend 3 hours. But we only have 30 minutes. We better. You can take a rest. I will call you back. Unless I get very long-winded. You know what long-winded is? Long-winded means to say too much. 有一点啰嗦. Okay? That's a nice Chinese way of saying long-winded. So, with that, we go to the first sentence. Okay. On a recent date with my wife. Now, I must tell you that this is not my story. I found this story. But I still go on 约会 with my wife. Yeah, we've been married 45 years. and we still have 还是会有约会. So you can keep doing it even if you're married for a long time. Okay. On a recent date with my wife, we attended an outdoor recital. Outdoor, so 户外, right? 户外 recital, 排演, okay? For young Suzuki violin students. 他们学习什么？小提琴。Suzuki 是一个日本的一个方法学习小提琴。Okay, going on. We sat under the shade of a red and white striped tent. Okay, 这个帐篷有条纹，而且这个条纹是有红色跟白色条纹。Red and white striped tent going on. And we were delighted as one after another played their instruments. Delighted means made very happy. We were very happy when one person, one child after another child, 一个再来一个, played their instruments, 乐器, okay, and what? 鞠躬, okay? As the audience erupted, to erupt is to suddenly just, whoa, okay, in applause. Applause, 鼓掌, okay? So, that's applause, okay? That's applause. Okay, moving on. I felt charmed. Okay, what is charm? 巧美, 巧美. Hey, you know why I remember that? Because in Taiwan, I stay in a whole hotel called the Charming Hotel, and it's the 巧美 hotel. Okay, I felt charmed. That means I felt good. It made me feel very good. It was beautiful to see their skill, 这个巧, okay, of the whole program. 整个节目非常好. And going on, after the concert, okay, concert, the 音乐会, okay, one of the instructors spoke briefly on how children as young as 2, 3, and 4 years old are taught to play the violin. Actually, I should say right now that the Suzuki method for violin teaching starts them playing at a very young age. 2, 3, 4. Can you imagine having a little tiny, what do you call it, violin, 这个小提琴, and they're playing this. 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old. Can you imagine that? See, this is the thing that makes Suzuki method, the Suzuki 方法跟其他方法不一样. When I took violin lessons, viola lessons, I was maybe 11 or 12 years old. I was much older. Okay, going on. Age is not the determining factor. Okay, determining factor 就是说最大的这个动力，最大的这个能力，并不是他们的年岁 age. He explained. Motivation. Okay, motivation. Motive is 动机. So motivation is 动力. Okay? 动力 is what people need to drive them to learn to improve their performance. We all want to improve. Do you want to improve? 当然，你不管是什么事 we all want to improve. 都要进步 We want to do better. We want to be more efficient. Okay? So, what is it that makes them motivation, the 动力, okay? Motivation that people need to drive them to learn and improve. We need 动力, but where are we going to find the motivation? Going on? The first thing children learn, okay? The first thing, can you imagine this? The first thing, I didn't know that, but when I was studying the violin, the first thing I learned was how to hold it, okay? The first thing that the children learn is how to stand properly. Let me see if I can do this. It goes something like this. Okay. Now, remember, I haven't done this for 50 years, or, 55 years, maybe 56 years. So, anyway, I've forgotten about that. Okay. It would be very difficult to play a violin if you have a slouched 弯腰. Can you imagine playing like this? It doesn't work. You've got to stand straight. Stance. To stand, a stance is the way you stand. Going on. And the second thing, so what are we learning? First, we're learning how to stand. And then the second thing children learn is how to play? No. Even before they pick up the violin, 还没有拿起来这个小提琴的时候, they learn how to 鞠躬, to bow. Of course, the Japanese are very good at that. I mean, if you see people in the airport and they're meeting people for the first time, what do? They bow. Very proper. The Japanese are very proper in doing this. I've always thought that they're so wonderful, the respect. Okay, the respect. 蛮尊敬对方的他们的鞠躬. Going on. If the children just play the violin and stop, 如果这个小孩子们 just play the violin and then, okay, I'm finished. If they just stop there, people may forget to show their appreciation. 或许这个听众观众 will forget to show 表达他们的欣赏. Okay? They may forget. So if you just stop and say, no. And so this is what the instructor went on. He's continuing to explain how this goes. Go ahead, next one. But when the children bow, when they bow, the audience invariably, what does invariably mean? Invariably means always applauds. 鼓掌. Okay? So, if you bow, it's a way of saying to the audience, okay, now it's your turn. And they clap their hands. Okay? They applaud. 鼓掌. Going on. The applause is the best motivator. This is the most important sentence in this lesson. Okay? Because this is the very center 中心思想 center thought, and applause is the best motivator. Okay? 鼓掌 Okay? To show your appreciation, this applause is the best motivator, 是最好的动力，最好的动力。We found to make children feel good about playing their instruments. So let's read the whole sentence now because we stopped with just 3 words. Okay? And applause is the best motivator we found. 还没有找到更好的动力，使孩子们 feel good about playing their instrument in public. 在大家的面前。Of course, anytime you are in front of a lot of people, anytime that I am in front of this camera, the heart goes bop, 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 just like that, okay? And a little child is even more so. They're so scared, But even if they don't do a good job, even if they're so scared they don't know how to play their instrument, and it goes squeak, squawk, okay? Even then, when they're finished, they bow, and everybody applauds us. Oh, 松了一口气. It feels so much better because they are applauding. It makes me feel good when people applaud. Applaud meaning to 鼓掌 or to show appreciation, 表示你的欣赏. Okay, going on. And it drives them to want to do it well. So, when people applaud, okay, it drives them, 使他们 want to do it well, to play their instrument well. Going on. Adults love applause too. Okay, now we're starting to make the point. Adults love applause too. 成人也喜欢人家表示他们的欣赏. Okay, or 鼓掌. Okay, we do. Did you know that you like applause too? Whether it's clapping, okay, 不管是 clapping, 拍手 for a good performance, 好的表演 on the stage, or a kind remark. What is a kind remark? A kind remark is a sentence, something you say that's very nice, 很仁慈的一句话, 一段话. Okay, from a friend, a remark or a thank you, 谢谢你. Okay, a kind remark or a thank you from a friend, 朋友说来的, being affirmed. What does it mean to affirm? To affirm someone means to 肯定他们. 肯定他们. Affirm makes us feel accepted. 使我们感到别人是接受我们. 别人是接受我们. Let's read that sentence one more time. It was a long sentence, right? So let's put it all together. Adults love applause too, whether it's clapping for a good performance, or on stage, 在台上哦, or a kind remark, or a thank you from a friend. Being affirmed makes us feel accepted. Going on. This same principle works wonders when we bring it into the home. 这个原则，当我们同样的原则，当我们带到家里面 to work wonders. Do you know what work wonders means? Kind of like to work miracles. 还有一个奇迹啊，或神迹啊。In other words, when you bring appreciation 这个表示你的欣赏的时候 ，okay, it makes a difference. People appreciate that. 蛮喜欢的。Okay, moving on. If you want to rekindle the flame, okay, flame, okay, you know what a flame is? Flame is part of a fire. So the fire of love, 爱情的火, okay, flame, you have many flames, it's all part of fire, okay, so if you want to rekindle, that means to start it again. To rekindle, when you kindle a fire or to rekindle, it means to start again. To start again. 爱情的火 in a stale marriage. What's a stale marriage? Marriage is 婚姻, right? Stale. Tell me, if you put food, if you buy some food, what kind of food are we going to think about? Let's say that you went to a restaurant. You went to a restaurant and you ate some food, but you couldn't eat all of it. What do? You say 打包, okay? So they put it in there and you take it home. What happens? Then you put it in your house. 3 days later, 过了3天, 你敢不敢吃? Would you want to eat that? No, because it's stale. It tastes awful. Sometimes marriages get stale. Year after year. So boring, all the same. Just every day is just the same. Marriages get stale. Now, if you want to make it exciting again, what do? Going on? Or if you want to keep the love glowing, if you want the 发光 glowing through the years, 一年过一年, what are you going to try doing? Showing and expressing your appreciation for your mate. 对你的配偶要表示表达你的欣赏你的喜欢 okay if you do that then they become happy and when they become happy you become more happy okay we should probably ask Mrs. Ash to come up here. So while she's coming, let's go on to the next one here. Insert a little I love you into the day. So 每一天, Mrs. Ash, where are you? Oh, here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it says here that we're supposed to insert a little I love you. Now, how many times, this is embarrassing because I didn't ask whether I'd ask, how many times do I tell you I love you? In a day?
Too often, no.
Not too often.
No.
When I say I love you, how do you feel?
I feel fine.
You feel fine. Usually the last thing as we're going to sleep at night, so what's the last thing you do?
Kiss you.
Kiss me, 亲吻我. The last thing. She's already half asleep. And then she remembers, oh, so she gets up, turns over, and goes, And so, how does this make you feel? Of course, it makes you feel very good. And a pat on the shoulder,
Oh, yes.
这个拍拍肩膀, okay, it will go a long way in bringing joy to your life. Not only your child, but also your mate. 你的配偶也是一样.
That's right.
Okay, going on. Practice applause. This is the last one. Practice. 我们要练习. Okay, applause. In this case, it's more than just 鼓掌. It would be practice showing appreciation. 练习表达你的欣赏, 你的肯定, 你的喜欢啊. In your marriage, 在你的婚姻啊, okay, and watch the love grow. 这个爱情会长大. Is that true?
Yes.
That's true. Even for the old principal and his wife?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, we're running out of time. Let's take a look. You can write an email to us, theoldprincipal@gmail.com, theoldprincipal@gmail.com. 那我们的网站也是 www.theoldprincipal.org. With that, Mrs. A, we've just run out of time. So you know what you're going to have to do? You are going to have to join us next time for another session.
Bye.
Bye-bye.